Aloha and mahalo to all of you for joining me, Seashell Surf. Today, our adventure takes us to the Waimea Pier, located on the leeward side of the island of Kaua'i. And then we'll continue west to Kīkīaola Small Boat Harbor in Kekaha. And coming up on the Makai side, or the ocean side of the road, is the statue of King Kaua'i, the last chief of Kaua'i. And as we enter Waimea town, there's the beautiful Waimea River that we're driving over, looking out into the Waimea Canyon area. The word Waimea means red water, and the further you walk up the Waimea River Valley and deep into the interior, the water becomes a beautiful rust color. It's unique to the area. And we have a statue of Captain James Cook, who arrived in Waimea, Kaua'i, upon his first arrival in the Hawaiian Islands in 1778. Captain Cook had been voyaging around Polynesia, and he noticed that here in Hawaii, the Hawaiians had an extremely high state of agriculture and aquaculture. All right, gang. You asked for it. You got it. It isn't Toyota. It's the Waimea Pier. Now you're going to notice over here we have black sand beach, but it's not the type of volcanic black sand beach that the Big Island has. This is basalt rock that's been eroded. We're on the oldest side of the island. This island's about 5 million years old. And across Kaua'i Channel, that's the island of Ni'iho. So if you look at the sand, you can see it's black. This is not dirty water. And in actuality, the first mineral that forms from the basalt is olivine. So in some places, because the basalt eroded, it left all the olivine minerals, and so you get these green sand beaches. It's pretty cool. Now, as I kind of turn, you're looking out towards where the King Kaua'i statue is and the Waimea River mouth. Now beyond the point over there, in about maybe, I don't know, another 10, 15 miles, is the Pacific Missile Range Facility. In the 1980s, it was doing the Star Wars ballistic missile program. Unfortunately, those are sand dunes where it's located, and they are burial grounds. So let's get a look. As you look up, you're looking at the walls, the outer walls of the Waimea Canyon. Now, a lot of people like to go surfing further down the coast over there at a place called Kekaha. That means where the sun is out all day long, stuck in the sky. So here we are. And because, again, it's another foggy day, meaning volcanic haze, you can barely see the island of Ni'ihau. And in between Ni'ihau and the coast of Kaua'I is also the islet Lehua, which I have other videos that it is visible in. And further up to the northwest, those are the Frigate Shoals. And you're looking back out towards the south side, towards Hanapepe. You got the Waimea plantation cottages over there. Nice place to stay. And this is the leeward side of the island. If you're looking for sunshine, and maybe it's raining where you are, most likely you'll always find sunshine here.
And again, Captain Cook arrived here in 1778. This was the first island he landed on right here in Waimea. He then went north to Alaska for a year, came back to Hawaii in 1779 at Kealakekua Bay on Hawaii Island, and that's where, unfortunately, he met with his demise. More on that later. That's a good story.
Now, one thing I want to point out here is people probably think, oh, there's no shells here. Yeah, not the kind you think you'd find. If you want those conch shells, you got to dive deep for those. You can break your ears. But there are these special shells. They're very small. They're called the Kahelelani shell. And the people of Ni'ihau, whom some reside on the west side here, or they make the Ni'ihau shell necklaces. They are worth tens of thousands of dollars. And if your shells, they can be found on other beaches, on other islands here on Kaua'I. But if they're not from Ni'ihau, which it's a private island, you can't sell them for $10,000, but misinform people that they're really from that island.
And here are some lovely examples of the lei pupu ni'ihau. Which one of these lei pupu ni'ihau is your favorite? Comment below.
And a lot of these trees that you see here, you guys know them as mesquite wood. We call them Kiawe trees, and we like to stay away from them. The thorns are only about 2 inches thick, 2 inches long. And I used to know people that lived in that house over there. It was a good fun house, and this beautiful monkey pod tree was a great place.
for all of us friends to gather. So this is my nice little tour of the back road and Waimea Pier. Isn't it a beauty?
And as we keep heading towards Kekaha, here's some footage of the traffic lights when they were brand spanking new. And we're now entering the small boat harbor Kīkīaola in Kekaha. The word Kīkīaola means spouting, life-giving water. Ola was also the name of one of the ancient chiefs of Waimea. Chief Ola employed the menehune to build him something special. There is a ditch in the valley of Waimea by the Waimea River that it was built by the menehune. In a mythical sense, the menehune were small fairies or sprites that would come out in the middle of the night and build rock walls, temples of worship, fish ponds, and even here in Waimea, the ditch called the menehune ditch. The unique thing about the ditch was that the menehune made bricks out of the basalt rocks. The bricks were so well cut that they used them to line the side of the menehune ditch. Now, when we talk about the race of menehune being possibly indigenous people that were here on the islands prior to other Polynesians arriving, these could have been people that were shorter in physique, and stocky people. We call that po in Hawaiian, and they were very industrious people. If the menehune were interrupted during the work, they would stop and abandon the job. As we head back from Kīkīaola Boat Harbor to Waimea, let's enjoy the scenery looking out towards the Kaua'I side or ocean side of the island. And coming up, we have the Waimea River once again and Lucy Wright Park, which is just across the riverbank from the King Kaua'I statue at his original housing complex, Pa'ulaula. I hope you all enjoyed this Huaka'i or journey to Waimea and Kekaha on the west side of Kaua'I. In the comments below, tell me what your favorite part of Waimea or Kekaha was. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so that you can get all notifications for future videos.
Hit the like button if you enjoyed this huaka'i, and share the aloha of the videos with friends and family. This is Seashell Surf saying mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much for joining me on another adventure here in the beautiful Hawaiian Islands, from Waimea, Kaua'I to Kekaha. As we say in Hawaiian, until we meet again, a hui hou and aloha.